I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm going to tell you the harsh truth, Bulma. I will be in a polygamous marriage one day, probably soon, and I want you to marry me too because you're a very charming and beautiful woman, and I believe you can do a lot better than Yamcha, and I heard he's a cheater, and I also know that he has sex with his shapeshifter friend. That's what you don't know, but I followed him recently and that's how I found out and confirmed most of these things, and I am definitely telling the truth because I really did see Yamcha having sex with his best friend, and I also saw him having sex with another woman, and he hides it from you. He's an immature little boy, not a man. I'm a genius like you are, and I can help you with everything, and I'm a gentleman that doesn't really cheat on the women he loves, and I'm a gentleman with manners, and let's face it, I'm much more charming and handsome, and I think you like me. In fact, I believe that you want to make love to me right now, don't you? And she blushed red and she didn't say anything, and I said I wish to marry you, and if I have to, I'll present your father with royal dowry just to prove that I am a prince. And she said no, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, and I said but what if I wanted to, and then I teleported Bulma to my throne room, and I said that's my throne, and she said oh my god, you really are a prince, and I said yes ma'am, and then I snapped my fingers and teleported us back to the forest, and I said now that we have the Dragon Balls, I want to make a wish, and then the eternal dragon asked for my wish, and I said I wish to bring all the Super Dragon Balls here please, and then all the Super Dragon Balls were brought before me, and I already knew the divine language to use them, and then I wished to the Super Dragon to become truly immortal, and then the Super Dragon said your wish is granted, farewell, and I smirked and said fascinating, that dragon Salama has real powers, and then Bulma asked what was that incredibly large dragon, and I said Bulma, that was the Super Dragon Balls, and he is called Salama, and that particular dragon Shenron or whatever you call him has godlike powers, and he can grant any wish he wants, and now since I'm truly invincible in this universe, nothing can kill me, and right now no one knows that my powers surpassed Beerus long ago due to my Saitama training that just got more ridiculous over the years. Due to progressive overload of my reps, I can now do 50,000 push-ups and 50,000 sit-ups and 50,000 squats, and I also do 50,000 burpees, and then I run around the entire planet twice, and that is my power in a nutshell. No one can beat me now. I'm literally stronger than Saitama, and I was already powerful, but nowadays my powers are infinite. Even my mortal powers are beyond omnipotence, meaning not even Zeno could hurt me with his pathetic erasure. And so soon the day came when Piccolo and his man Tambourine tried to attack me, and I killed him instantly, and then I smirked and said pathetic attempt on my life, King Piccolo, and I said Goku, I trained you hard enough, you can beat Demon King Piccolo, you're strong enough, so finish him, and if you all need me I'll be there as the trump card and the backup, so don't worry about me, I'll be fine kiddo. And then Goku said I'm going to get those guys, and then Goku went after the young Demon King Piccolo and he beat him in the fight, and Piccolo Jr. also survived, but I secretly caught the egg because I want to become the new guardian of Earth. Since Kami is so incompetent and weak, I thought to myself for years, why don't they just get an Earth Guardian that's incredibly powerful and strong and make more powerful Dragon Balls? And so I decided I'm going to train with Kami and become Earth's mightiest guardian. And so when I visited Kami, I asked him, could I take your place please sir as Earth's guardian, and please could you teach me how to make Dragon Balls sir? And he said yes, I have been waiting for this for a long time, please give me that egg. And I asked, do we have a deal? I train in your hyperbolic time chamber and you teach me how to make better Dragon Balls and even improve them, and I become Earth's mightiest guardian, and in exchange I give you this egg and you raise Piccolo Jr. to be a good man. And Kami said deal, but what about your girlfriend? And I said she stays with me, and so do the rest of my wives and family in the future. And then after nearly 2 years Kami trained me how to make Dragon Balls, and then I created my very first Dragon Balls, and my Dragon Balls are actually beyond the Super Dragon Balls in power, and they can grant 10 wishes, and there's absolutely no limits to their powers thanks to my vast reserves of power and ki. And then I made a few wishes to my new Super Dragon Balls. I wished to have a hyperbolic time chamber that anyone could train in forever, and it has no time limits, and you don't age or get hungry in my time chamber. And then I wished to make our planet Earth invincible.